This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
G'day.
The important thing to tell you is that our Flyaway Fridays code word is...
Bing Tang.
There it is.
Fantastic. Get on board.
Sean forgot.
I was like, whoa, Bing Tang. Oh, wouldn't mind one.
Yeah.
On today's show, we catch up with Caitlin Bassett.
Yeah, that was a really good chat with Caitlin too. Ross brings us up to date with the poo story that you're loving at the moment.
It's a ripper. Find out all about the Perth pooper.
We talk about what happens when you run out of fuel, and you'll hear a very animated story from Joe from High Wycombe.
A couple of V8 supercar drivers join us, Will Davidson and Brody Kostecki. They're ripping blokes, actually.
Yeah, so good.
I also made a formal complaint to a business because I was trying to stand up for my wife.
Yeah, he asked to speak to the manager.
Yeah, well, I did actually, and we're not going back.
You Karen'd all over the
Well
place.
done, Karen.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean on Nova 937.
It's 6:05. Nathan, Nat and Sean, welcome to Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Thank God. I'm cooked.
Or, as some know it, Nintendo Switch Day.
Yeah, the new Nintendo Switch 2. It's worth $699, right? You can buy that.
Yes.
Or we've sent our boss down to one of the stores because people, I presume, are going to line up for this because it's a big
No
deal.
doubt, Ross. It's been years in the making.
Yeah, so they line up for it. We're going to try and get our hands on one and give it to...
So this is relying, we can't say we're giving it away because it's relying on Dave managing to buy one.
It's all on Dave.
It's a possibility.
So if you don't get it, it's because of our boss. But if you do, it's because of us.
Now, you were saying,
nailed it.
imagine if you lined up the whole time
I
and get
know.
to the last person and they run out.
Yeah.
Jeez, he'll be happy, won't he? He'll be so
We'll
happy.
be crossing live. He's our on-the-spot Switch reporter this morning.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I know.
Happy days.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
The big show was last night, and obviously we're talking about the poo story on Channel 9.
Because you won't stop talking about
We
it.
saw the promo, and we were all in, and by we, probably me. You guys are interested.
I was interested because of the promo and the lines in the promo.
Yeah.
They were just so...
Not interested enough to watch it, but...
No, but there was just...
Well, that's what I'm here for, because I want to share the poop story. with
Okay.
you.
Great.
First, and it's mainly the...
Sorry, can I just ask you? I know you say poop a lot, but why?
I hate talking about poop, which is ironic.
But
now
isn't
that
it
I'm-
poo?
Yeah, but it just
Yeah,
feels,
well, sometimes he calls it poop.
It feels
which is,
more-
I think, is way worse.
I feel like it's politer. Poop. Okay. Anyway, Tomo, introing the story, golden itself. Let's listen to that.
It's CCTV that's shocking to watch. A Perth jogger treating a doctor's doorstep as her own public toilet. Staff at the Osborne Park Health Clinic fed up with the multiple deposits reaching out tonight in a bid to
not a
help the
bank.
repeat offender.
Like the seriousness of Tomo.
I know.
What a guy. The second part is now imagine, I believe there's a position called a cos, and they tell the journos, all right, this is your story today. So Jamie Freestone would have got a call from the cos, spoken
chief
to him,
of staff, yes.
and he would have said, all right, you're on.
You're on this. You're on Poo Watch.
Did a great job. Here's Jamie Freestone.
This Osborne Park poo jogger first unloaded back in December in broad daylight.
Unloaded?
But since then, it's happened 3 more times. The same woman almost caught mid-act in March by a passing car. She pauses before completing the deed. Back again in April, seemingly stopping her Fitbit before dropping her shorts on the disability access ramp.
You see the vision? She
Why are you
pauses.
stopping your Fitbit?
Because she's not running
she's
during
not
that.
running.
It doesn't count.
You don't want it. You don't want your time to be messed up because you had to take a bathroom break on the disability ramp.
Yeah, not good.
Wow, makes it far too slippery.
Do respect the pausing of the Fitbit. All right, so the business. Let's talk about the business, what they did to try to stop it. Let's hear from the business.
Forced to call in professional cleaners, the team at ADSA Health Hub has tried to flush out the culprit, reporting it to police and the local council. But last week, she had the trots again.
They put up signs, photos of her saying, this.
Hey, we're all
Publicly
over you.
shaming you.
Yeah.
Stop pooing here.
Don't do it. But the end of the story, I thought, was really nice by the business.
It gets better.
Well, they offered an olive branch in the situation.
Oh, okay, great.
This is how the story ended.
We'd love her to come in and see our GP and see if we can do something to help her.
Great.
Put a cork up her
Yes.
bum.
Yes. Less fibre.
That is so seriously. That was so serious.
Yeah.
And can you imagine writing the script? How
I know.
you just be laughing.
Well, I'm going to have to put
geez, I'm so
flush
good.
in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got the trots.
It's gold. Anyway.
Flash out
part's
the
really
comment. I know,
interesting.
yeah, that's right. Well, you don't want to mess
But
up
it does
your run
make sense,
time.
Nat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does
When
make
you're an athlete, Sean.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Well done to Channel 9 and that. More stories like that, please.
Ross, you'll keep us updated if there's any developments, obviously.
Absolutely.
No, we're banning you You've been talking about it for a while. It's been too much. First it was you, and now it's this jogger.
It has been a lot. I'm happy to take a bit of a break. A toilet break.
Stop it.
Yeah.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
That's Tones and I with Fly Away. It's 7:11. Nathan, Nat and Sean. Time to check in with our boss, Dave McClung, who, if ever there was an on-the-spot reporter, he's the guy. Good morning, David.
Well, I'm not doing a great job because I haven't actually left yet.
What? You're supposed to be in the queue. What are you talking about?
No. I'm pretty sure. So I looked last night. The place I want to go to doesn't do a queue. It's not like the old days. So I'm going to get there just before 8. I think I found a place. Oh, firstly, the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out today.
Yes.
What do you mean you think you found a place, mate? I would have thought people had just been scurrying to get the hold of one, David.
What do you mean there's no queues? If there's people lining up because they want to get in, are they going to go away?
Yeah.
No. So most of it's pre-orders, but there's like places in shopping centres, Nat, where you can't actually go and line up just until the doors open.
Right.
So
which store are you going to go to?
Okay, so I don't want to be too specific because I don't want to. I found this place that says it has walk-ins for this morning, so I don't want to give it away.
Carousel,
but
in a loop.
Well, it's close to one of those.
Dave wouldn't go far from his house.
Yeah, I was going to say.
yes.
It's a minimal effort on the spot reporter. Keep going.
Sorry, David. I was expecting you to be there right now lining up and all this stuff.
I thought you would have slept over in a tent. Where is your commitment?
Absolutely not. I mean, to be totally fair, I pre-ordered it, so this whole thing is mostly so I can go down there and get mine early this morning and also see if I can get one.
So just to be clear, you've pre-ordered for yourself, but if you can manage to score one this morning, then we're going to give it away. Is that the theory?
Yeah. So what we'll do is if I can
give yours away regardless.
Is if I could get one, the brand new Nintendo Switch 2, which looks amazing, by the way. We haven't mentioned that. It looks really cool. I reckon the kids are going to love it, and people like me. If we can get one before the show ends, we'll give it away straight away on air.
No worries. David, you didn't mention. So what's the highlights of the Nintendo Switch 2? Do you know? We should.
The sequel.
Yeah, it's more powerful. That's the main thing.
Okay, he's got no idea.
No, it has a better screen, and it has the first new Mario Kart in like 10 years. So that also comes out. Yeah, that comes out today as well, Sean. That's probably the big thing.
And you got to mention it's $699 about. So that's one hell of a price.
Yeah.
And
it's about $700.
Dave's bought one for himself. Disposable income.
Oh. Yes.
And you can't have it because I need it for my European holiday.
Got to look after the Nova listener, Dave.
It's a long flight to Europe, isn't it? You've got to look after yourself. All right. Well,
don't try too hard, David.
Thanks for your on-the-spot reporting. That's been really inspiring this morning. We'll check back in with you later when maybe you've done something.
I'm going to put it out there. We expected more.
No, I'm gonna head down there shortly. It's cold this morning.
No, just to be clear, this is our boss. Yeah. Talk soon, David.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay, speak soon. Bye.
Worst report ever.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Now, Ross is with us, and the one thing we know about Ross is he's a warrior for justice.
Well, the older you get, you want things to be fair, right? And that roused me up, when something like unfair or unjust happens. And when it happens to a family member, that really perks me up. And I'm very passive and chilled, and I wrote
You are.
I made a formal complaint, but let me get to why I made a formal complaint about a business. So I got home yesterday or the day before, and the wife said she'd gone to a cafe. Not going to name it because that'd be unethical. So it's just a cafe, Be of good character. That's all I ask for in life. And she gets there at 7:15 a.m. It's been open for, I don't know the opening time, but it's at least 7, if not 6:30 or 6.
Sure.
She's the only person there. She's got the 2 boys under 5. And she goes to the counter.
And those kids have probably been up for 3 hours. This woman needs a coffee.
She needs a coffee.
Just give her a coffee.
She's just trying to look after the kids and get a coffee. 3 staff members there, and 2 of them, I believe, were just talking to each other. One was doing something else, but they're talking. And she stands at the counter. They see her, but they do not serve her after 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4, 5 minutes. She was standing waiting. Now, that is a long time to be waiting to be served when there's no customers.
If she didn't have kids, she would have walked with the kids there. She would have walked out, but it's just too hard to gather them up.
Yeah. So, and 3 staff, I said they were talking to each other. So she was telling me the story, and I was getting enraged.
Sure.
And I was like,
Because as they say, happy wife, happy life. And she was an unhappy wife at that point.
Yeah.
And rightly so. And it wasn't your fault for once.
Yeah. And I thought, I can
fix this.
I'm going to stand up for my family. It's the right thing to do. So I said, I'll sort it out. I'll call him. So I called him. And then while it's ringing, I was like, what am I going to say? I need to and you know what I had to say? I was like, I need to speak to the manager, was what I would have had to say.
Okay, Karen.
I know.
This is great and good on you.
But you need to, because what I was thinking is I want to let the business know what happened.
Yes, why they have a dissatisfied customer, yes.
In a respectable way.
Sure.
Because she said she's never going back.
Yeah.
And so no one answered. So I go...
Oh, they were very busy talking to one another.
Yeah, probably. So I went to the website and I wrote a formal complaint in the email. And this is what I wrote.
Okay.
My wife was there this morning, and I'm trying to be respectful.
Yeah.
This morning with our two boys this morning at 7:15 a.m. And once at the counter, the 3 staff ignored her for 5 minutes before asking for her order. There was no one else in the store to have her standing around being ignored for 5 minutes. We felt was really poor customer service, to the point where she said she never wants to go back. I thought it was important to tell you directly. So that's what I wrote. What do you think of that?
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's
100%.
respect. Like, as soon as you lose your emotion, like if you had to be like boo or you suck or put it on social media and try and shame him, that's you're taking away from your own actions by doing something I don't think.
Yes, you're a very ethical man.
Too many people let that happen and don't inform
anything.
the business because then they don't come back, right? The business needs you to be able to go back in and spend your money because that's what they're what they're doing.
Feedback's your friend, Sean.
Failure's feedback. There's a guy called Ray McLean, and he used to come around, and he's from a business called Leading Teams, and all AFL and professional businesses around Australia used to use Ray. And one of the stories he tells was when he went into a bank, the bank hired him to come in, check out their values and their systems and operating on how they do things. And he said the first thing he walked in there and he noticed there was, writing on the wall, we exist to look after the customer and all that kind of stuff. So he's in line and he's waiting. There's one person in front of him and 2 ladies are having a chit-chat for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Same situation.
Yeah. And and I will defend these girls a bit. Like, they're obviously not the owner, and they're trying to get some money, obviously, maybe a bit young. So I wanted to let the owner know. I got an email back yesterday.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, Ross.
You are never welcome here again.
The girls have been fired.
And I also put my name on this email because I had no problem with what I was saying.
You sent it from your Nova email account.
Well, it was an online entry, online form. Okay, I wrote. She wrote, apologies. This isn't usually an issue we have, especially first thing in the morning. Staff should be ready to go for the day then. Thank you for your feedback. I've scheduled a chat with the staff. If you ever want to come back, you're welcome to a coffee on the house from me. I thought
but those girls are going to spit in it.
They're definitely going to spit in it, Ross. They're definitely going to spit in it.
You can't drink that coffee.
Just let the team at the front desk know of this email.
No, you can't do that.
You've spoken to the manager, insert name.
No.
Firstly, great response from her. I think that's perfect.
Yes.
But you can't go back.
No.
My husband complained and we get a free coffee.
So I'm here for my free coffee.
We're just making out of it. Get out of dishwasher water. Exactly. Yeah.
So, that's, I feel good about it, I think. Did I do the right thing?
No, you did. You did.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did, but I don't think that. And I admire that the boss is saying, we will talk to them and stuff. But I think from the workers' point of view, they'll be like, I'll tell him to shove it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But you did all that you could.
Yeah, and we're never going back.
Circumstances. No,
because we're too embarrassed.
Never going back there.
Well, I'm embarrassed. Yeah, no, I can't do it.
Give him a chance. I mean, don't order a coffee because you know what
don't try and claim the freebie. Other than that, give him a chance.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Do you want something to do this evening?
Love something to do
Got
now.
something for you. So 8 o'clock tonight at the Federal Hotel in Fremantle.
Yep.
The Fremantle Comedy Factory is celebrating its 11th birthday with an absolute... So there's an open mic nights every Thursday. $10. $10. But tonight the lineup includes such luminaries as me.
Natalie Lott.
Right, also, if I suck, there's 9 other. I think there's 10 others because an MC. So you actually get 11 comedians for $10. This is amazing value.
Who doesn't get paid then?
And this is... Nobody gets paid. And this is, because it's the birthday show, the lineup is stellar.
Okay.
It's stellar. So, yeah, come down if you want a good laugh tonight.
You're trying out new material?
I am trying out new material, including I'm going to talk, because it's the 11th birthday, I'm going to talk a little bit about my 11th birthday party.
Okay.
On a farm?
So relevance. It was on a farm because that's where I lived, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't come for me.
How do you go about writing this stuff? I'm really...
She doesn't to the last second.
I just kind of chew over. So I've got a couple of ideas like spinning around, and then I'll get it down sometime this afternoon.
And do you have like a hard time that you're allowed to?
5 minutes.
5
so,
minutes.
yeah, 5 is pretty quick.
And then
That
the
goes
music
really
starts
fast.
playing and they
Yeah,
get
they
kicked
flash
out?
a little light at you, which I never...
Do they?
At this particular venue, the light is really bright, and so I've never noticed when they flash the light at me, so I don't know. Maybe I've just never gone to time. I don't know.
Just to a Pete Rosethorn, just excuse me.
Yeah. Well, one of the performers tonight, speaking of Pete Rosethorn, is Frankie Rosethorn, his daughter, who now lives in Sydney, but she's back for this
She's
event
great.
tonight. Yeah, Frankie's an absolute
Very cool.
ripper.
Good luck.
Good on you, Frankie.
Thank you. It's going to be a great night. Come down, everybody. It will be a ripper. If you're going to go to any one of these nights, tonight's the night.
All right.
Tonight's the night.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
That's Ed Sheeran, as is Let's cross live to our boss, Dave McClung, who, what an on-the-spot reporter.
Yeah.
So good. Hello, Dave.
Morning.
Hang on, you've got to put him on there, Ross.
yes.
That's one.
There we go. Morning, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Morning.
Now, okay. When we last spoke to you, David, you had not actually joined the queue. You were still at home. First things first, have you managed to secure a Nintendo Switch 2?
Well, do you want me to tell you the good news or the bad news first?
Good.
Well, the good news was the line wasn't too long, so I thank God. I turned up there, and it was a JB Hi-Fi, and it's one of the ones in the shopping centre, and I was like, oh, there's actually quite a decent queue for this.
So there was a line.
Outside the shopping centre. About half of them were for Aldi, by the way.
Oh, mate, he was getting the ski gear still.
I did get in. I was in the queue. There was probably about 10 people ahead of me.
Yeah.
Not the fittest bunch of people you've ever seen in your life.
No, well, they're Nintendo Switch fans. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
But anyway, I have got a Nintendo Switch 2. I got one.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, well, quick, let's give it away now. 13 24 10. What caller will we give it to, Sean?
It's going to be 42 because you're going to have to work for it, Ross.
We've got to
Okay.
take it live. What? 40. We want to take it now live. Can you
Like
get...
now?
Yes, now. So keep it low.
All right, caller 3
There we
for
go.
Ross.
There we go. That's easier.
Oh, we're going to pick it up now. Okay, you hang there, David. Ross, you're going to
all
take
right.
him?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Are they?
okay.
They're going to put them across. The producer's answering the calls right
Okay,
now.
all right.
So, and it's worth $700, reminder. So
Yes. What was the recommended retail price, Dave?
$699.
So you might want to
Great
get that.
value.
Yeah.
Great
we got
value.
someone. We got someone.
Okay. Hello, Emma.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Good, Emma.
What do you want? A Nintendo Switch 2?
I would desperately love one.
Well,
for
go
my
down
boy.
and join the queue at JB Hi-Fi like David did.
Exactly. He'll let you in. Oh, people will be dark. He'll
Have
let
I
you
really
in.
won?
You have really
It's all yours, Emma.
won.
Oh, Matt, how can you do that to me? Oh, my God.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Well done. Why did you want it? Why did you want it?
Is this Dave's one? Oh, sorry. I'm so excited. I'm talking over you. My two boys, 8-year-old and 10-year-old boys, have been driving me nuts.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
would like
brilliant.
to,
wow.
You
get
are
one
now
for
the
them.
greatest mum ever, Emma. Well done.
I know. All thanks to Dave lining up.
He's on the
And
line.
and the three of you.
He's on the
Yes,
line right
thank
now. What do
you.
you want to say to Dave?
Dave, I hope I'm not stealing your one that you've pre-purchased. I hope you really did grab one. So thank you
No.
very much for lining up.
Dave, did you
Thank
get
you.
yours as well?
No, you can only get one, so I'll have to go and pick one up a bit later, Shawnee. That's how good a person I am. I didn't get mugged. I didn't get mugged in Belmont bringing it out, so that was a win too.
Oh,
So-
you went,
positives.
you went to Belmont JB Hi-Fi. Wow.
God.
You
Anyway.
did put your body on the line.
Don't speak too soon because you haven't got back to your car yet.
Well done, Emma.
But
Thank
he
you,
is a
Dave.
superstar.
He is a superstar, Emma. You got a
Emma.
freebie.
Well done. That's all yours, and we hope your two boys enjoy it.
They will. Thank you very much.
All right. Great work on the spot reporter, David McClung. Well done.
No worries. Pleasure.
It doesn't sound like it.
This is the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Big breaking story yesterday.
It's huge.
The headlines, I thought, oh no, here we go. We've got a proper maritime disaster on our hands. When the news came through that a boat was stranded on the Swan River and there were children aboard. I'm like, oh no, this is this is awful. They ran out of petrol. And everyone was fine. That's the story. They ran out of petrol. They got a tow. And it was
the water rats were there. We were literally a couple of 100 metres away because they are stationed in North Fremantle.
Yes, that's right. And this happened at Point Walter, where there's a massive sandbar where pretty much they could have walked to safety if they needed to.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, it was a party boat. Terrible weather for a boat party yesterday.
Party on
Why are you having a boat? Yeah, worst, horrible heavy showers coming through all the time. Not the greatest party atmosphere.
No, not at all. The interesting
also,
thing about that, I mean, running out of petrol, we'll get back to that. But to see this state light up and our local paper and a big media website launch into this investigation where no one was injured.
No, everybody was absolutely fine. The boat was fine. It just needed some fuel.
On the Swan River.
On the Swan River.
Well, the party got extended, didn't it?
Yes, exactly.
For longer.
And the story did report, because we needed to know every detail, that some people were seen using their mobile phones to take selfies. And I'm like, that's any party ever.
Yeah.
But,
oh, my God.
And also,
ridiculous.
all the children were fine. Everything's fine.
You know why? Because they were on the Swan River.
Yeah. And they could walk if they wanted to.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes.
It was a laid-back company or something I was saying. The details are it's a laid-back charter company and everyone's very chilled about it.
Yeah.
And so chilled there's no petrol left.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's somebody running out of petrol.
I know. I mean, that is a bit embarrassing if you're a professional boat charter business and you forget to fuel up the boat before you go.
Oh, I mean, that guy.
Yeah. I know.
Ross, did you put the petrol in?
No.
There's a meeting. There's a meeting about that today. But other than that, running out of petrol is, though, because it's like, you know what's happened when it happens. And you're like, oh, yeah. I should put petrol in, shouldn't I? The last time I ran out of petrol, my 21st birthday, the day of my 21st party, Saturday morning. I was living in Melbourne at the time. I had a bit of running around to do. Not surprisingly, I had to go and get my hair done. I had to be in 4 places, and it was coordinated. Like, you've got to move along from one to the other just to pick some things up and organise some things from the caterer, all of that kind of stuff. And I leave the house and I drive down the hill, and my car goes. And then just dies.
Yep.
I was luckily within walking distance to home. I had to go back. I had to wake up my flatmate. I had to get her to drive me to a servo. I had to buy a jerry can. I was a student, didn't have a lot of money. Buy a jerry can, fill it up, take it back, fill up the Corolla, and away I went. And it just threw me out by about 20 minutes. And I'm like, oh, this is... Yeah. It's a disaster. So I had to drink to compensate at my 21st.
Right. Does it happen you know what actually happens when you're older? Because there was it earlier this year or last year when someone had done that on Canning Highway opposite Melville Mazda, and I got out and started pushing the car in.
Oh, did you? And they ran out of petrol. There's literally a petrol station there.
They were literally 20 metres from the driveway of the Shell.
Yeah, the Shell's right there.
Into it. Yeah. But I was thinking,
that's having it fine. And also, our cars tell us now.
Yeah, I ran out of petrol in the tunnel. When I was much younger, I had a van and everything was breaking. The clutch was slipping, but the petrol light the gauge had stopped working, and then the petrol light stopped working. And obviously, I found out in the middle of the tunnel, which is very inconvenient because then Dad tried to pick me up. He missed me, and then
he's got to go round.
You can't just do a U-turn.
No, you got to go off. You got to go around the other way, and you got to come back again.
Very annoying to run out of petrol.
We want to know: have you run out of petrol, and where were you? How inconvenient was it? Beck, hello.
Hello, how you going?
Good, great, Beck. Where did you run out of gas?
Well, I ran out of fuel at the service station, one car bay over, in Broome.
Yeah.
And, and it was a diesel, so we'd run out of fuel. But as we pulled up, that's where the car ran out of fuel.
Okay, well, that's
good.
And we didn't even go to the service station for the fuel.
Hang on, wait. What were you going to the servo for?
So we were on our way back. So we'd come from Elsborough station. We'd come all the way through, and we had heaps of fuel and all that, and fueled up on the way, and everything was fine, except for the vehicle that we were in. We were told, don't go too low because something had happened to the gauge, and it wasn't quite reading right. So, we thought, we'll be fine, and we're travelling in, and it's like, I reckon it was probably about 12 o'clock at night. It was really, really late. And we'd finally got in, so we were driving in the dark, towing camper trailer, car full of people. We'd done a huge challenge. We were having a blast.
Yeah.
And we pull in to buy something at the servo before we were all tucking in for bed. And as we pulled up, the car ran out of diesel.
God, how lucky is that?
Point. Yeah,
but you weren't on the right Bowser.
We weren't. We were a car bay over because we didn't want to pull up at the Bowser. We were just pulling up to buy something. And as we pulled up, we ran out of diesel.
So did you have to
then
use
my
your
son
jerry
and I
can?
had to get out, get the jerry can that we'd had and taken on the gib and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Leave the car.
Walk 3
and
metres.
then
Exactly.
walk in, pay our money, and then fill up our car. But because my son was 14 at the time, we were in a massive argument about how to do everything.
Of course.
And of course, I knew nothing.
Yeah.
Beck, did you have to buy the jerry can to move a couple metres?
they
I
had
had
they
them on
don't do it in
there.
the gib.
I hastened the
Yeah.
jerry can because I'd been on the gib, you see. So,
Yeah, you don't do that without a jerry can.
I was
Come on,
so
Ross.
prepared,
Beck,
and then I
further,
ran out of diesel.
further question. Once you put your $20 worth of diesel into the
Yeah.
car from the jerry can, then did you drive around to the Bowser and then fill it up?
I certainly did.
That's a cracking story. Thanks, Beck. All right, Joe's in High Wycombe. Hello.
Hello, good morning, guys.
Hi, Joe. When did you run out of fuel?
It was about 6 years ago. I got a contract from Perth to go to a mine site north of Kalgoorlie.
Yep.
Yes.
And it was driving an emergency vehicle, so it was an ambulance.
Yes.
So I contracted up. I drove the ambulance up, got to Kalgoorlie, got it all checked. Do I need diesel at the ambulance place? No, you'll be fine. You've only got 140 k's to go. You'll get it in,
Easy.
no worries.
Easy.
Yeah.
Got a piece of cake. Yeah, diesel, good,
Yeah.
Drive it properly.
Goes
she'll
the
be good.
distance, yeah.
Yeah, goes the distance. And emergency services have got everything else but diesel on board, don't you? Plenty of water, plenty of everything else. Drive along on a dirt track, 120 k's out of Kalgoorlie, and it was just coming on to sundown.
Yes.
The light on the car just started to fade.
Oh.
And fade, and then the engine slowed, and it stopped completely. Out of diesel.
That's not where you want to be.
Out of diesel.
And you're
Yeah,
120 k's out of town
Yes.
on a dirt
On a
road
mine,
to
on
nowhere.
a mine road. The only thing that comes in is people coming in backwards and forwards
Yeah.
from work. Well, I sat on the side of the road, went into panic mode, didn't know what to do.
Yes.
Ambulance, two-way radio. No,
At least there's a
work,
bed
not
in the
connected.
Yeah, that's right.
And oxygen to keep me going.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this four-wheel drive. And this dumpy, short fella with the scruffiest hair and the dirtiest clothes. He said, "Good day, Dale. You ran out of diesel, have you?" I said, "Oh, God."
It's going to kill me.
This is Wolf Creek all over
Creek.
again.
And he said, "Follow me." He said, "Just follow me to my camp and I'll give you some diesel."
But you
And I
couldn't
thought, "Oh, God,
follow. What, on
I can't
foot?
go. He said, "It's all right. I'm going to tow you."
Oh.
I thought, "Oh, my God, he's going to tow me to his camp. This is the end of me. I'm never going to see anybody again."
Yeah.
What do you do?
So he towed me to his camp. He put 37 litres of diesel in the ambulance.
Yeah.
Waited, made sure, bled it all, got it all going,
Yeah.
started me, made sure I was writing off. He said, "You know where you're going. Cross the next 2 grids and you'll be there." I said, Yep, I've got all that. Anyway, got out of there, and I don't know if you know, north of Kalgoorlie, there's a little pub. So after I got to the mine site, I got to site.
Amazing.
Dropped off the ambulance, said, "Never ask me to contract for you again."
Yes, exactly.
So you
Because
definitely
I've never
survived?
gotten killed. I was just out of it. Anyway, and the visions of this little dumpy, ugly man was still in my head.
He's your guardian
Anyway,
angel. What are you talking about?
He was. Anyway, got to the everyone on site, and they said, "Well, we're going to this little pub. It's called Kukini."
Kukini,
Yes,
okay.
yes, that's one where the horse goes into the bar.
That's where the
Yes.
horses hangs
Yep.
out at the bar. That's it. Got in there.
Never paid for a
walked
drink,
in
mind you.
Why the long face?
Yeah. Got in there, walked in, and I thought I could really do with a beer. And all of a sudden, this brother, ugly little man, rolled, ball, turned around and yelled out, "Good day, 37 litres, how are you?" And I thought, oh, my God, he actually remembered.
Yeah.
How'd you forget
It was
you?
like an hour before, but he was the creepiest. And the people from the mine site said, "Is he the man?" And then he said, no, don't worry about giving me back the diesel. No. I thought, oh, God, what you've just put me through. I thought I was going to die. And I said, "I'll give you the money for the diesel, plus I'll buy you beer." And then he was like my best friend.
I bet he was.
Joe,
mate.
Joe needs her own radio show.
I know, Joe. Quite the tale.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've got tales to tell too, I reckon.
All
Plenty
right.
more.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast. Summertime Ball.
We just heard Greedy from Tate McRae, and Karina from Maluka was right on it. Hi, Karina.
Hi guys, how are you?
You sound
Karina.
excited, Karina.
Oh, really excited.
Right, what's exciting you about this? Obviously, many artists. London, 4 nights. What do you love? What's pumping you?
Oh, anything everything. I don't know where to start. Just to think that I can get on the plane.
Just to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Away from the rain. Yeah, amazing.
Well, to be fair, we're sending you to London, so no guarantees that you're away from the rain. But still, it's going to be amazing. Karina, you could be getting a call back tomorrow. This goes off tomorrow, so good luck,
I've got everything crossed. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no worries, Karina.
You'll be heading to London for your Capital Summertime Ball. It's going to be incredible. The
win.
lineup is crazy.
Yeah, Mariah,
Crazy.
Benson Boone, Lola Young, Dasher, Jessie J. Reid,
Say it with enthusiasm.
Tate McRae, Will Smith, DJ
Thank
Jazzy
you.
Jeff, and more.
You forgot Miles Smith.
Yeah, there's too many. Miles Smith.
There's a lot. Karina, you're officially in the running. Mel Tracini could be calling you back tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Well done. Tomorrow on our show, we're going to catch up with Tom Gleeson.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I'm going to throw in Flyaway Fridays. Tomorrow, someone's going to win a trip to Bali.
So you need to download the Nathan, Nat and Sean Catch Up podcast because the code word you need is on there.
Yeah, and then we ask you to call tomorrow. You could be off to Bali.
Love it, actually. Great movie. Everybody's seen it. Haven't you? Have you seen it?
Yeah,
100 times.
Many
Okay,
times.
good. Just checking. So the guy that plays Colin Frissell.
He says, this is him.
I am Colin, god of sex. I'm just on the wrong continent, that's all.
That guy's fun.
Yeah, the one that went to America and then hooked up with the most beautiful women on the planet. So he's an actor called Chris Marshall. He's in a detective show called Beyond Paradise. He's going to be joining us tomorrow.
Yeah, be awesome. Samuel, morning.
Morning, guys. Happy
Danny.
Switch Day. Hello. How are you all?
Okay, so you're excited about the Nintendo Switch too, yeah?
Yes, I didn't get up and line up like Dave did at the
to be
shops.
fair, he didn't line up either, really.
Oh, well, yes, you're right. I got mine emailed, and I just got the email about 2 minutes ago saying mine is on board with the delivery driver at the moment. So
Sammy.
I'm
What
hoping.
are you doing here?
I know. One of my housemates is working from home today, so I'm hoping they pick it up for me and it'll be there.
I hope you don't have to go to the post office.
No, I don't. I'm feeling a tickle in my throat, though, so I might be a little bit sick tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? No.
What do you want to play on it? What are you excited about?
On day one, the big thing they've got coming out is the new Mario Kart today, so that's going to be huge. But I didn't have the Switch, so I've been without a Nintendo console for a while. So young childhood Sammy is going to be very excited this weekend. So yeah, it's going to be great.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.